Hey everybody, Laura Wilson here with a 10-minute ab blaster workout. We're going to be doing this right up on a power plate. So if you've got one, you're going to set it to a low setting. That is 30 to 35 hertz low, or levels 1 or 2 on your move plate. If you're on the floor, grab a mat, lay it out so you can join me for this. Again, 10-minute ab blaster workout. We're going to work on core strength, both for those deep abdominals as well as those surface abdominals, the ones that look pretty and give you that great summer look for core. So let's get started. Timer's going. Let's warm up. A bit of a stretch first. So if you've got your power plate, get that going. Nice long hip flexor stretch. We're going to drive through those hips, even adding a little bit of arms, because our hips are actually part of our core. Everything that's attached to that midsection, the spinal area, is a part of our core. Hips are usually pretty tight, so this is going to allow for some better movement, some better recruitment through those muscle fibers in that core region. So again, this is just 10 minutes. Go ahead and switch. We're really going to blast it, working every single muscle through our midsection into your powerhouse. Core is honestly one of my favorite things to work. I love working abs because I know that if I have a strong core, not only am I going to be safe, but I'm going to be able to lift heavier everywhere else and do things that I want to do. Run, play, jump outside. So again, get those hip flexors nice and warmed up. Let's move into a plank position. You're going to go from down dog, so pushing up here, into a nice little cobra stretch. So drop those hips, lifting. Again, you can do this right on the floor if you don't have a power plate. Just lengthening out everything attached to our spine. We've got about 10 more seconds here. Really push those hips up toward the ceiling, so we can get a bit of stretch through the obliques. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 30 seconds each exercise. So again, if you're on the floor, you're just gonna modify a little bit. If you're on your plate, you're gonna grab up behind you if you've got a column, or you can put your hands on the floor for this one, and we're gonna do some nice little flutter kicks. So pull the abs in nice and tight. So again, if you're on the floor, or if you're on a columnless plate, place your hands on the floor just a little bit behind you, keeping those abs pulled in tight, so think belly button to the spine. You can also do this with a bent knee. Shorten the lever a little bit, make it more achievable. We have 10 more seconds, or make it a little bit harder, longer leg flutters. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick transition. Let's come into bear hold. So our knees are going to be stacked right under hips, and our shoulders right over hands. So it's quadruped position. Abs are tight. This is going to work that deep abdominal, those transverse abdominis, ones that are responsible for balance. They also help to keep our stomach flat. So shoulders away from ears. We're just bracing, breathing, utilizing the vibration of the plate. 3 more seconds. 2, and 1. All right, sit down. Place your hands next to your thighs and lift the legs. Now, we're going to try and keep our chest nice and lifted, pushing fingers down into the floor or down into your power plate. As you lift, and you can tell my power plate's actually vibrating as I sound like Darth Vader here on my plate. Draw those abs in nice and tight, using your midsection to lift the legs. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Now, plank. Nice and long. Again, sink forward so that your shoulders are up over the knuckles. We really want to get as much of our body up over the power plate, over your platform, as possible. But the same is true on the floor. To really engage our core, we want to be forward rather than letting our shoulders and upper body do all the work in this one. Again, a couple more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Now, grab one of your straps. We're going to do a hold. So pulling across, so it's like we're rotating. I just want you to pull up, make sure this isn't flimsy, that it's nice and tight. So we're engaging through the core, pulling, 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 and resisting the plate by pushing into the power plate. So rotational movement, really dialing into our obliques. And switch, same thing other side. Now, if you do not have a power plate, you're working on the floor, for this particular movement, you can do a wood chop. You can hold a canned good. You can hold a weight. Anything that's going to just give you a little bit of extra resistance. So we should feel this really everywhere. Pushing into the plate, pulling up. So if I came up and I tried to pull the strap, it should move. 3, 2, 1, and release. Back down, seated position. Like I said, this is a blaster. We are moving. Hands behind you. We're going to extend out and then rotate back to middle. Now other side. So roll onto one butt cheek and then have that little bit of rotation. So we're engaging the sides of the waistline. Just moving from middle to left to right, back to middle. We are just going to roll through this 10-minute workout, blasting the abs. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out just a second. We get like 15 seconds. And then we're going to go through those same abdominal exercises. One more round, and then we're finished. So hopefully you're feeling warm already here. Abs are nice and warmed up. Let's go back into that flutter kick, whether your hands are down on the floor behind you or up here on the plate. Again, extending the legs out as far as you want to, as far as you can, while keeping those abs braced. That means perhaps you're here in a bent knee, or you're here, or you're just keeping it small. You've got to listen to your body. Work to your personal best. 10 seconds left. Woo! My abs are on fire. 3, 2, and 1. Bear hold. Again, you move as quickly as you can safely into those next positions. If it takes you a little bit more time or you need to get your plate vibrating again, take it, move, do. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Abs are tight, loading up with most of our weight in our hands, right up over that power plate, taking that vibration directly into our core. 3, 2, and 1. Flip right on over for those seated leg ups. So pressing in and then lifting. Try to get those legs nice and high. Now, your option, I know I didn't show it last time, shame on me, can be to keep the knees bent. Extended legs just make it a little bit more challenging. That lever is longer, heavier, makes it harder for you to lift up using those abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into plank. Come right into that position, nice and long through the spine. Trying to be long all the way through the top, the crown of our head, out through the heels, shoulders away from ears. Excellent. 10 seconds. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Eyes open with the fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, grabbing that strap. Or remember, you can do a wood chop. So we're lifting, twisting, pulling, that kind of rotational movement, but just holding here, engaging right through the side of that waist. Again, don't let there be any slack in your strap. You want it really tight. If someone came up, they should not be able to move it. So pull, pull, pull. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's switch. So whenever we incorporate the straps on top of the plate, you're going to notice how the intensity increases because we're really pushing down into the plate, then resisting it, pulling up, and you can make it as hard as you want to or as easy as you want to. So don't make it easy. Come on now, let's work. 10 seconds. Feel the burn, right? 3, 2, 1, and last exercise, V-ins. Come right down here, middle, and then roll over into one butt cheek, then the other side. Let's finish things off here. Last 30 seconds in this 10-minute ab blister. Oh, I gotta keep it repeating. 15 seconds left. See if you can extend those legs out just a little bit longer. It's the end, come on, it's the end. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes! Let's stretch that hip flexor. Oh my goodness. So nice long lunge, reaching up, stretching, opening up through that hip. So much of our core work does come down into hip area. So we really want to open up here, and then if you notice, if you raise overhead or come side to side, you're also going to be stretching and feeling that vibration through obliques, as well as the core. And switch. Our cores are our powerhouse. Yeah, it's not about just looking good or fit. It's about truly being fit and being able to do the things you want to do outside of the time that perhaps you're in a gym or in your home working out. Really being strong, safe through that core, because it truly does, studies have shown, make us stronger all the way out to our fingers and toes when we have a nice strong core. All right, let's go into that down dog, up dog to finish things off. So push back and then come all the way up, lifting, looking up, lengthening through that core. Last little bit here. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So awesome job. Thank you guys so much for joining me for our 10-minute ab blaster workout. Love you guys. See you soon.